Right.media.
And we're back on the SWOSU Coaches Show. I'm Mike Smith. Good evening and welcome to tonight's program. We're joined by women's basketball coach Kelsi Musick. And Coach, a busy weekend over the holiday. You had Thanksgiving on the road down in Texas, played a couple of ball games, and came away with a couple of wins. Congratulations. How do you think the team played over the 2 days on Friday and Saturday?
I thought we played really well on Friday. We definitely didn't play our best game on Saturday. It was kind of hard to get things going, and I don't know if we were just a little sluggish from the week and the travel, but Saturday wasn't our best performance, but we still came away with a win. And ultimately, at the end of the day, that's what matters to get us another win in that win column as we move into conference play.
You know, all the good teams, Coach, and yours included, sometimes you just have to find a way to pull one out and find a way to get a W when maybe things aren't maybe clicking the way you'd like them to.
Absolutely. And that's what we were able to do. We were able to maintain our lead and then, separate a little bit at the end. Again, it wasn't our best outing, but at the end of the day, we were able to find a way to get a win. And that's ultimately what mattered on Saturday.
Coach, 8 games in, what do you like about your team right now?
I like the fact that they're just continuing to get better. They're buying in. They're understanding our system better. They're continuing to learn and grow every day in practice. And ultimately, that's our focus is each and every day we take the floor to get a little bit better. And each time we play a game to continue to grow as a team, as a nucleus, and as a unit in order for us to be playing our best basketball come February and March.
Kudos to Makara Tramble. She was named GAC Player of the Week on the women's side.
Yeah, congrats to Max. She always does a great job for us, and she's definitely well recognized in the conference as she should be.
One of the players we're going to visit with here in just a little while on the Coaches Show is Morgan Smith, and she continues to, pack the scorebook with double-digit scoring over the last 3 ball games, Coach. She's really coming along.
I think she's starting to kind of understand. I get on her every day for different little things, but it's a part of learning our system, learning our offense, and learning the process and the way we do things here at SWOSU. And I think she's very studious. She does a great job on the court, and I still think she has some untapped potential as well. I mean, she can really shoot it, but she can get to the rim and she can really do some things for us. So as she continues to grow and gains confidence and understands our system, I really expect some great things from Morgan.
It's going to be nice to be home clear through the middle of the month as you'll play home ball games in the GAC over the next 4 games. Will actually be at home, and looking for big crowds this week on Thursday and Saturday, Coach?
Absolutely. I mean, Bedlam's over. Let's focus on SWOSU Lady Dogs. So we're excited about the opportunity to play at home, and hopefully everyone will come out and pack the stands this Thursday and Saturday as we open up a Great American Conference play, which is huge for us and our goals and what our focus is here at SWOSU.
All right, Coach, what about Southeastern Oklahoma State? They come in on Thursday.
Southeastern always does what they do, and they do it very well, and they can shoot the basketball. They can get to the rim. They just have a bunch of guards that are really, really good, and we've got to pick up our defensive game, especially from Saturday's performance. So like I said, Cantwell and Moon, they're hard to guard and hard to stop. So we're really going to have to elevate our game there. They can shoot the 3 ball really well. Like I said, they can still get to the rim. They have an inside presence with a couple of different rotations that he's got this year. So we'll have to focus on that. So about the time they're making threes, they can also score inside. So we really have to be a unit on defense and communicate and contain. And I think defense is where we're going to have to really focus in order for us to be successful.
All right. Well, Coach Kelsi Musick, congratulations on the 6-2 start. Let's go get him this weekend. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're back with more of the SWOSU Coaches Show next.
When you are making decisions as important as choosing home health or hospice for a loved one, it's important to ask the right questions. Is the facility locally owned? Are they proven through years of successful business practices? If necessary, can you transition from home health to hospice with the same care given? You can find all this and more at your locally owned Shepherd Home Health and Hospice. Shepherd Home Health and Hospice has served Clinton and the surrounding areas for over 15 years. Dependable, caring, and local. Shepherd Home Health and Hospice. Pioneer Cellular has the best coverage in Western Oklahoma. See the Pioneer Cellular store nearest you or visit gopioneer.com.
There's a new energy in Oklahoma, wind and natural gas working together, keeping your energy prices steady and affordable. Clean, affordable, natural gas and wind. Oklahoma's new energy from PSO. There's a new energy in Oklahoma, wind and natural gas working together, creating jobs and more money for communities and schools. Clean, affordable, natural gas and wind. Oklahoma's new energy from PSO.
Weatherford Regional Hospital is committed to serving Western Oklahoma with the best facilities, technologies, and employees. Everything from the convenient care clinic to the highly trained oncology department to the top-of-the-line mammography and x-ray equipment, down to the women's center, nursery, and emergency room. Weatherford Regional Hospital strives to provide you with a safe, clean, comfortable environment. Give them a call today or check them out online at weatherfordhospital.com.
Need your oil and filter changed? Take your vehicle to CJ Southwest Tire in Weatherford. There is no appointment needed. Bring your car, truck, or diesel in today. You can wait in the comfort of their smoke-free lounge while experienced technicians change your oil and filter on your vehicle. CJ Southwest Tire on the corner of Main and Kansas in Weatherford. Your Bridgestone and Firestone dealer. CJ Southwest Tire. See them on Facebook and at cjsouthwesttire.com.
And we're back on the SWOSU Coaches Show. I'm Mike Smith, and we're joined by Lady Bulldog basketball player Morgan Smith. Morgan, thanks for the visit as you join us on the SWOSU Coaches Show this week.
Thank you for having me.
You're new to SWOSU. Talk a little bit about the challenge of adapting to the new system here at SWOSU.
Coming in as a junior, I am an upperclassman, but just learning from a new program and new coaches, it's been kind of difficult just because I have been playing for 2 years in college, but at a new program and stuff, trying to learn like the new ways of the coaches and like how the team plays, but it's gone better, and the team and the coaches have really helped me grow into that.
3 consecutive games, you've come off the bench, you've scored in double figures, so I would say you're adjusting pretty well.
Yes, sir, I am.
Talk a little bit about those 3 ball games. What's kind of transpired? Are you feeling a lot more comfortable on the floor now, now that we're about 8 games into the season?
Yes, sir. I know what the coaches want for me, and I know I need to be there for my team and coming off the bench strong. I know that I need to make a good impact so I can help my team move forward with the win. And I just knew what my role was coming into the game, and I had to make shots and I have to do good on defense and just lift up the team so there's no dips and no drops or anything when we come off the bench.
Talk about what it's like being named Female Bulldog Athlete of the Week. You named that this week. Thoughts about that?
It was very rewarding, just being new here and everything. It was an honor just that it's showing in my game and everything, and that I have just a great support system from the coaches and the girls. So it's a great time, great experience.
So you talked about playing a couple of years of college basketball, then coming here to SWOSU. What brought you to SWOSU?
The great atmosphere in the community. When I came on my visit, I felt so loved and just so wanted from the coaches, and I met some of the girls on the visit too. I loved the atmosphere in the community from the people with the school. The people here are great. The town is wonderful. I just feel wanted and loved and excited to play basketball and excited to get my education here at SWOSU.
What do you see as the potential for the team this season?
win it all. I want to win it all, and I really think we can.
Thoughts on Southeastern? They come in here tonight, or not tonight, actually, they come in on Thursday night, beg your pardon. So Southeastern coming in on Thursday night. It opens up Great American Conference play. Your thoughts about the Savage Storm as they come in on Thursday night?
I'm excited. We've talked about them a little bit, and they're a great team, and I just know that we really have to buckle down to get this win, get a good team win, and just play like we know how to play, and we'll get the win.
All right, sounds good. We wish you a lot of success on Thursday night. Morgan Smith, thanks for the visit on the SWOSU Coaches Show.
Thank you so much.
And we'll have more of the SWOSU Coaches Show coming up next.
When it's time to unwind, pick up a bottle of your favorite stuff at Butcher's Wine and Spirits in Weatherford. All the top brands at the absolute best price. From whiskey, bourbon, gin, and scotch to your favorite craft, import, or domestic beer, Butcher's has you covered. And when it comes to wine, Butcher's has the best selection in town. And don't forget to check out their sale rack with deep discounts. Butcher's Wine and Spirits on Main in Weatherford.
Your parents have always protected you and provided the best way they knew how. Now it's your turn to make sure that they are taken care of. Corn Heritage Village and Rehab of Corn and Weatherford is a community providing long-term and skilled nursing care to enhance the lives and meet the needs of individuals and families. Their mission is to provide the highest level of care for your loved ones. Visit them at cornheritage.org or find them on Facebook.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy, we light up your life.
On the corner of Custer and Main Street in Weatherford, More Than Medicine stands ready to fill your prescriptions in a fast, friendly, and professional way. They also offer an outstanding selection of gifts for people of all ages. Their Gold Crown Hallmark card selection is second to none, and More Than Medicine is the perfect place for a bridal registry. All this, that's why it's called More Than Medicine. Corner of Main and Custer in Weatherford. They're on call for you 24 hours a day.
And we're back on the SWOSU Coaches Show. I'm Mike Smith, and we're joined by men's basketball coach Terry Evans. Coach, thanks for the visit on the SWOSU Coaches Show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So 1-1 at the Pack-A-Sack Thanksgiving Classic in Canyon, Texas over the weekend. Big win, getting your first win of the season over Eastern New Mexico, and the guys played really well on Friday night.
Yeah, we did. We came together and thought we played defense really well in the first half. And shot the ball extremely well, passed it extremely well. I think in the first half, we ended up with only 3 turnovers and just shot the lights out of it and defended and rebounded. Played really well for the first half and probably the first 5 minutes of the second half. I mean, that's probably the best that we can play, to be honest, based on some of the things we had going on in the preseason and leading to the season with our injuries, et cetera. Really proud of the guys, the way they came out in that first game.
Tanner Meraz had a really good ball game on Friday night with 22 points, Coach.
He did, and he stepped up all season. He's had a great preseason. I mentioned him actually in our preseason talks of how well he's doing, and he really put everybody on notice that he's somebody you might want to guard. I mean, he shot it extremely well. He shoots it well every day in practice, so there's no surprise. But he's a great perimeter shooter, and we need that.
But another player really stepped up the last couple of ball games for you is Mark Berry.
Yeah, he's figured out some things. He's figured out how he can get to the basket. He's a great penetrator. great defender, pretty good rebounder. We expected him to rebound the ball a little better, which I think he will. The season's early, but he's coming along. He's another a newcomer that we have here that's still trying to, learn and figure out some things.
What do you see out of your team in the first 4 games of the season? Season's really young, but what have you noticed so far?
Well, first of all, I talked about the home games, a lack of them. That was our 15th road game out of our last 22 games, all in this calendar year. So that's been really tough, physically and mentally for our young men. But at the same time, I've learned a lot about them. I think we've gotten tougher each and every game. Now, we dropped that last game, but, that was a tough environment to play the number 3 ranked team on the road right after in a back-to-back game. So that was tough. But I think we have a chance to be pretty good. I think we showed against Eastern New Mexico that we can defend and we can rebound and we can score. And we'll have a chance to do well in our league. So I'm looking forward to what this season brings.
Well, you are back home starting this week, the Pioneer Cellular Event Center. The next 4 are at home, so it'll be nice to be back home at the
Yes.
Pioneer Cellular Event Center, Coach.
Oh, yeah, you got to smile at me. We're looking forward to these 4 home games, and we got to play better at home. Last season, which was this calendar year, we only played 7 home games, and real inconsistent, when they occurred, hardly no back-to-back type games. And it was just tough to get into a rhythm when you never play at home and you're always on the road. You look at the big schools like OU, OSU, teams like that, they're playing 17 to 20 games at home, and that makes a big difference in your team's confidence offensively. Now, you're supposed to be able to defend and rebound no matter where you play, but when you constantly can't score and can't have any consistent offense, eventually the defense breaks down. And that's kind of what happened on a couple of our true road games this season.
Coach, what about Southeastern Oklahoma State coming in here on Thursday night? They come in with a roster that looks pretty similar to last year.
Yeah, they're real similar to how they were last year. They added a couple new pieces that can really score. As a matter of fact, one of their new players scored 55 points one game, and he's averaging about 25, 26. And they can play. They can really score the ball. They got to be one of the top 5, top 10 teams in the nation in scoring average. I think they average 96 points a game. So obviously we're going to have to defend, and we're going to have to give them one opportunity, give them one shot. So our first shot defense last year against them was excellent. I think the first time we played them at home, or maybe the second time we played them at home last year, we held them under 50 points, actually. So that was amazing to hold a team like that with that type of firepower under 50. But we're going to have to defend and rebound, first of all. Second thing we have to do is we got to be able to score, because they can shoot the ball. They're going to score some points. So we have to be able to match that. We have to be that team that came out against Eastern New Mexico to score 99 points, and not that team that came out against West Texas and Fort Hays to score 54, 56 points. So that's a big difference in points. It's a 40-something point difference. So we have to decide which team we're going to be.
All right, sounds good. Head coach Terry Evans, good luck this week as you host Southeastern Oklahoma State and then Oklahoma Baptist on Saturday. Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
And we'll have more of the SWOSU Coaches Show coming up next.
When you are making decisions as important as choosing home health or hospice for a loved one, it's important to ask the right questions. Is the facility locally owned? Are they proven through years of successful business practices? If necessary, can you transition from home health to hospice with the same care given? You can find all this and more at your locally owned Shepherd Home Health and Hospice. Shepherd Home Health and Hospice has served Clinton and the surrounding areas for over 15 years. Dependable, caring, and local. Shepherd Home Health and Hospice. Pioneer Cellular has the best coverage in Western Oklahoma. See the Pioneer Cellular store nearest you or visit gopioneer.com.
There's a new energy in Oklahoma. Wind and natural gas working together, keeping your energy prices steady and affordable. Clean, affordable, natural gas and wind. Oklahoma's new energy from PSO. There's a new energy in Oklahoma. Wind and natural gas working together, creating jobs and more money for communities and schools. Clean, affordable, natural gas and wind. Oklahoma's new energy from PSO.
Weatherford Regional Hospital is committed to serving Western Oklahoma with the best facilities, technologies, and employees. Everything from the convenient care clinic to the highly trained oncology department to the top-of-the-line mammography and x-ray equipment, down to the women's center, nursery, and emergency room. Weatherford Regional Hospital strives to provide you with a safe, clean, comfortable environment. Give them a call today or check them out online at weatherfordhospital.com.
Need your oil and filter changed? Take your vehicle to CJ Southwest Tire in Weatherford. There is no appointment needed. Bring your car, truck, or diesel in today. You can wait in the comfort of their smoke-free lounge while experienced technicians change your oil and filter on your vehicle. CJ Southwest Tire on the corner of Main and Kansas in Weatherford. Your Bridgestone and Firestone dealer. CJ Southwest Tire. See them on Facebook and at cjsouthwesttire.com.
We're back on the SWOSU Coaches Show. I'm Mike Smith, and we're joined by men's basketball player Tanner Meraz here on the Bulldog Coaches Show. Tanner, I guess first of all, let's start off and say congratulations. You're the male Bulldog Athlete of the Week. How's it feel?
Feels good, man. Feels really, really good.
You had 22 points in the ball game Friday night against Eastern New Mexico, and I guess everything you were throwing up pretty much was going down. How did that feel, and what was it like?
Well, I came into the game and, my teammates got the ball to me when I was open, and I was able to knock it down. And the goal seemed pretty big, and you just have some nights like that sometimes, so that's always good.
Shooting's always contagious, isn't it? Like when you knock down a couple, your teammate knocks down a couple. It's pretty contagious, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, the ball has some energy to it.
What has the early portion of the season been like? I know a 1-3 start, but you played some pretty stout competition. Talk a little bit about the first 4 games.
Well, we went up to Hays, Kansas, and we played Emporia State. We lost a close one there. Probably could have grabbed that one. Few little things we can work on for sure. Our next opponent was Fort Hays, and they were a really tough team. Definitely learned a lot from that game, physicality-wise. I think we can improve on that a little bit. But definitely learned some good things from that game. Playing these tough teams early is really good learning for us.
How does that help you think? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good.
As far as GAC play, can you give us a correlation between what you're learning now and how you'll apply that in conference?
There obviously the GAC is a tough conference. With Southeastern and SNU playing really good defense last year. I think that's something we can look at here this year is kind of similar to what they'll be doing. Southeastern's got some good guys, some new additions, a good big man and all that plays really physical, kind of similar to Fort Hays. And, we played that Eastern New Mexico team and had a good game there, ended up scoring 99 points, I believe. A good offensive outing that night. And then the next team was West Texas A&M, and they're a pretty stout team. Definitely learning experience from that. But as far as the correlation to the GAC, pretty similar because we definitely do have some tough opponents in the GAC.
What's the strength of your game, Tanner?
The strength of my game, I believe I can create my own shot, get the ball to my open teammates, and really try to make the right plays on offense and do my best on defense as well.
So what's it like being at home the next 4 contests? I mean, it's been a while since you guys have played a game at the Pioneer Cellular Event Center.
I know. I'm excited. I'm really excited, man. I'm ready to see that place filled up because we didn't have a crowd last year. I'm ready to get some fans in there and play at home, actually shoot on some goals that we've been shooting on for quite a while. So that'll be good.
What's your thoughts on Southeastern coming in on Thursday night?
They're a good team. I know that they added a new guy that I actually played against in high school, Jet Sternberger. He can really shoot lights out. I think he's made 23 threes on the year. Coach has kind of gone over the scouting report on those guys. Of course, Dworsky, the point guard, he's a playmaker. He's a great player. I believe he's a 5th or 6th year guy. So they got some pieces, and their big men are really solid. They'll really back you down and make the right plays. They play really smart. They kind of play slower. So I think we can use our quickness to our advantage and get out and run and hopefully have another high-scoring outing.
All right, sounds good. We wish you a lot of success this weekend. Tanner Meraz, thanks for joining us on the SWOSU Coaches Show.
Thank you.
And we'll have more coming up next.
When it's time to unwind, pick up a bottle of your favorite stuff at Butcher's Wine and Spirits in Weatherford. All the top brands at the absolute best price. From whiskey, bourbon, gin, and scotch to your favorite craft, import, or domestic beer, Butcher's has you covered. And when it comes to wine, Butcher's has the best selection in town. And don't forget to check out their sale rack with deep discounts. Butcher's Wine and Spirits on Main in Weatherford.
Your parents have always protected you and provided the best way they knew how. Now it's your turn to make sure that they are taken care of. Corn Heritage Village and Rehab of Corn and Weatherford is a community providing long-term and skilled nursing care to enhance the lives and meet the needs of individuals and families. Their mission is to provide the highest level of care for your loved ones. Visit them at cornheritage.org or find them on Facebook.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy, we light up your life.
On the corner of Custer and Main Street in Weatherford, More Than Medicine stands ready to fill your prescriptions in a fast, friendly, and professional way. They also offer an outstanding selection of gifts for people of all ages. Their Gold Crown Hallmark card selection is second to none, and More Than Medicine is the perfect place for a bridal registry. All this, that's why it's called More Than Medicine. Corner of Main and Custer in Weatherford. They're on call for you 24 hours a day.
And that concludes this week's edition of the SWOSU Coaches Show. Thanks to our guests this week, men's basketball coach Terry Evans, men's basketball player Tanner Meraz, and also Lady Dogs basketball coach Kelsi Musick, and also women's basketball player Morgan Smith. I'm Mike Smith, thanking you for watching this week's edition of the SWOSU Coaches Show. Until next time, so long, everybody.
Right.media.